So this is the V-Strom 1000 that I've had now for 6 years. I bought it new. It's got 28,000 miles on the clock now, and I've done quite a lot of trips on this now, as you can see on my YouTube channel. It's been to Austria a few times, around Germany. It's ridden in some terrible weathers. We've done a little bit of off-road as well, a bit of mild track up in Switzerland, up into Verbia there. But overall, she's running very well. I'll just talk about a few mods that I've done on the bike. Basically, this is a homemade, some old handlebars actually off a bent DR250, and they've been mounted onto the brackets as so. That's a mobile phone holder there. I've got my TomTom rider, which is good for view, so when you're riding, it's, you know, you're not having to look down. This is the Pug screen. This is the latest screen, the latest addition to the bike, which is good because it's got the little wing at the top there. So, you know, when you're tanking on, if you want a bit more protection on the motorway, you can lift that up, which is really useful. I've replaced the stock mirrors with the Halford's mirrors here. So these mirrors are a bit more streamlined, and I don't get any buffeting whatsoever now, even with the peak on the helmet. This is my cramp buster, heated grips. I've gone for the 2 lever. I do a lot of mountain biking, so I'm used to the 2 fingers. So this is my good upgrade. I've had these on for quite a long time actually, to be fair. So I found that the stock levers, when I got quite short fingers, I found the stock levers were quite, they were quite long. I've got my tank bag, which has survived and off in Scotland. So one of the tours, I forgot to put the bloody thing back on, and it rolled off down the motorway. The motorist very kindly flagged me down and told me I'd lost my bag. Thank you. I've got the stock Suzuki Adventure engine bars, the expensive Suzuki spotlights, which are very good actually. They are good, to be fair. They're holding out. Tyre wise, I run the Bridgestone A41s now, so this is my first pair of A41s. Usually run A40s in the past. Great tyre. Done all my trips on Bridgestone A40s. Very good in the wet, handle well, and I get about nearly 9,000 miles out of them, which I think is pretty good because a lot of that is motorway. Obviously I've got the Tracker box. I've actually fitted the removable racks. You can't see them at the moment, but the racks actually bolt onto here and here, so I can put my panniers on, but we're only going away for a couple of days, so don't really need that. I like the big Gippy box. Quite a lot of room in there. Scott Oiler's pushing down there. Swear Scott Oilers, some people don't like them. I think they're absolutely brilliant. This bike's done 28,000 miles, nearly 29,000 miles. It's on the original chain. I just don't worry about it. I just randomly check the chain now and again. Fill the Scott Oiler up maybe once every month. I want a big ride, maybe every couple of days, you know, if you're touring. And that's it. It works, and I'm getting an excellent life from the chain. So original chain, 28,000 miles. I reckon I could get at least over 10,000 miles out of that chain. It's had the clutch basket done as well on this bike. So the clutch basket was terrible. It was rattling its head off from quite a young age actually. After its first service, I noticed this knocking, and it was the clutch basket. So thank you, John at Share Alike, for that. That was so go to vibefreev.com, and John offers a cracking service there where we'll modify the clutch basket to prevent that happening. Transforms the ride of the bike. I've also got on there this is a Ravetech skid plate here. So that's the Ravetech, good protection. It runs right under, so it goes right the way under the exhaust and the centre stand. So it's not a short sump pan as such. It's quite, it gives good protection and very, very easy to remove. So quick release fastener here and a fastener here, 2 on both sides. Take those off, the whole thing drops down. So well done, Alan, Ravenscroft there for doing that, offering that service. Thank you. And finally the Scorpion can at the back. So I've gone for a Scorpion because it's E4 rated, so I can use it in Europe. It's got the baffle in, it doesn't really need anything else really, I don't think. I did have a fuel can fitted before, which sounded great, but I must admit it did affect the performance of the bike a little bit. So I lost a little bit of torque actually. But with the Scorpion, it kept the engine sweet and actually increased the torque. And I'm getting about 55 to 60 miles to the gallon from that. And obviously it's road legal in Europe, so I don't have any worries about should I go abroad. So I've also fitted some rental bars on here. So these are the high enduro bars, a bit wider than stock, and I've got some 25mm risers on there. Stock cabling, so I think that's about as far as you can go really. If I go any more higher than that, then we're going to start having problems with cables and such. But as you can see, the cables, the brake lines, the clutch line, you know, there's plenty of slack on there, it's not too tight. So yeah, this is it. This is pretty much the bike that I've been running for 6 years. Still love it, still runs very, very well. So yeah, so hopefully we'll go pick up my colleague and we shall ride up to Helmsley. See you soon.